it's a relatively simple topic called three no trump game trial bid. And it's a useful bid when you and your partner seem to have found a fit in a minor suit to instead of playing in the minor suit, it's very often much better if you can play in no trump, um, and rather than play in your minor suit, either in the part score or in game. So basically, once a minor suit fit has been agreed, if you then bid a new suit, make a non-jump bid, and you're still below the level of three no trump, it should be showing a stopper in the suit you bid and interest in playing in no trump, probably in three no trump. It is not an alertable bid because it shows a real holding in that suit. And it basically is an invitation for your partner to show if they have a stopper in one of the other suits, or if they have stoppers in both the other suits that have not been bid, they could bid no trump themselves. So we'll look at some examples of all of this in a little while. Um, if they can't, if they have no suit to bid, then they would return to the trump suit. So let's look at a few examples of this. And this is one where you've opened one club and your partner jumps to three clubs. Now that three clubs should be showing something like 10 to 12 points. So you realize you're possibly have enough points for game here, but you might want to be maybe better off playing this in no trump rather than trying to go for game in clubs. So what you can do here is you can use a game trial bid, and what you do is you bid a suit where you have a stopper, and you normally bid the cheapest one from where you are on the bidding. So you would bid three diamonds here, and if your partner hand is something like this, they have a stopper in hearts and they would bid three hearts. And then you would bid three no trump because you've got all stoppers in all the other suits. And I hope you can see on this hand that three no trump should be a pretty good contract, no matter what the opponents lead, because you've got five clubs. You'll probably make two diamonds, and you've got two other aces as well. So whatever they lead, you'll almost certainly make three no trump here. And three no trump will probably be much easier to make than game in clubs. Five clubs is awfully hard to make. And here you may easily go down in five clubs as well. You're going to lose a diamond, and you could lose a spade, even if you a spade or a heart too. Even if you make five clubs, you'll very often find that if three no trump is an alternative, it will often score better. So three no trump plus one would be 430 not vulnerable, and that would be better than just making 11 tricks in clubs, which would just be 400. So that's it's a very useful idea to bid like this, and to see if you can find end up playing in no trump rather than playing in a minor suit. It's not used in major suit bidding. There is another convention for game trial bids when you found a fit in a major, but it's quite different from this. But this is only used when you've agreed a minor suit. Let's have a look at another example of this. Here again, you open one club and your partner jumps to three clubs. You again bid three diamonds here, and your partner knows you're looking for three no trump here. And actually what he should bid on this hand, because they actually have stoppers in both spades and hearts, is that they can bid three no trump themselves directly. So you don't have to just show a suit. If you've got stoppers in the two other suits, then you should go for no trump yourself. Do interrupt me if you've got any questions about this.
Danny,
Yep.
on that previous one, um, if you didn't have the stopper in hearts, would you still bid three spades?
Um, yes, I mean we'll look at an example of this in a moment. Um, there is a sort of implication when you bid three diamonds that you're wanting to hear about the next suit up. Um, and if your partner were to bid three spades because they didn't have a heart stopper, then they can do that. Um, but obviously, don't go. You don't want to start bidding above the level of three no trump, whatever you do. Perhaps
It would be a bit dangerous there because if partner then bid three no trumps without a stopping spade, they
yeah,
could lead through you
yeah.
and make a whole lot of spade
But,
tricks.
let's have a look at a few more examples, and we'll see if it how it goes. Here's another time you can use it is if your hand is slightly stronger, say 19 points, and your partner bids two diamonds here. Again, you're thinking about the possibility of three no trump. You're worried about the spade suit here, so you can bid two hearts here, and you're hoping that your partner will respond in no trump or, as in this case, in spades. And if they do bid two spades, that says they should have a reasonable spade stopper, then you can bid three no trump, which again should be a pretty good convention here, pretty good contract to end up in. Uh,
Tony, how does
yeah.
the person with 6 points know you've got a lot? They may just go back to the diamond because they've only got 6 points. They don't know you've got 19.
No, but they know you've got 6 to 9, so
No, no.
for them to,
The West. East doesn't know that West's got such a high point hand. They may think West's just showing a 5-4.
okay, so
And they go back to the diamonds because they've
so
only got six
okay,
points.
okay, so that two heart bid is not showing that you suddenly have an interest in playing in hearts. Um, if you open one of a minor, and if the East hand here had four hearts as well as a fit in diamonds, they should not be supporting the minor suit. It's a very common mistake for the responder here to support their partner's minor suit when they could have bid a four card major. But you should not be doing that. So West's two heart bid is not saying, oh, I've also got, a heart suit. It's saying specifically that I have a heart stopper, um, and I'm looking for no trump here. And I would like you to bid any stopper you have. So here, East should oblige by bidding two spades. That's not saying that they want to play in spades. It's just that you're fishing for stoppers to try and see if you've got stoppers in the suits.
Charlie, carrying on from what Isabel said, if West has got ace, king, queen, ace, king, and two small hearts, so they go one diamond, two hearts, so they've reversed, showing 16 points. And as Isabel said, could be 5-4. Normally, one could say, well, you can leave it in the hearts because you've got 7 hearts between you.
Okay. That two heart bid is not a reverse, really. It does not promise a four card heart suit.
But what if you have got a 4-card heart suit?
Well, I mean, really, so if you want to play in a 4-3 fit, you're saying, say.
Well, I'm just saying, if you have got a genuine 4-card
Yeah.
heart suit and the 5, so you've got 2 of the other 2 suits, and you want to be in diamonds or hearts,
Well,
and then
I
your
mean,
partner comes up with spades.
well, that's what he should bid on this hand.
Yeah, no, understand.
They should show their stopper.
Okay.
Let me do a few more examples and maybe it will answer some of those questions. If I change the West hand a little bit here, so here you've only got 17 points, then you could bid as before, going one diamond, two diamonds, two hearts, two spades. So now you've got stoppers in all the suits, but with only 17 points, you might want to make an invitational bid. In other words, you're saying, partner, if you've got 6 to 7 points for your two diamond bid, then you don't really want to go to game. But if you're closer to 8 or 9 points, then you might want to go on to three no trump. So West here can bid two no trump here, having established he's happy to play in no trump, and then leave the final decision to your partner. And your partner could pass two no trump, or possibly on this hand they could go back to diamonds, because they are very weak, and they do have a 5-card diamond suit. So we might be better off playing in three diamonds rather than two no trump. Hello, Roz.
Yeah, hi. Before this lesson, I would have gone one diamond, East goes two diamonds, and then I would have gone two no trump.
Right.
And so East would have maybe gone back to diamonds. So you got the same result without going through all this.
Right. So, well, the examples I'm showing are where you do have a fit and where you are, okay to play in no trump. There are some other examples where you don't have stoppers in the suit. So, but to go on from this example, if you do invite two no trump, if East hand is a bit stronger, then they've already shown that they've got 6 to 9 with their two diamond bid, so they could accept the invitation and bid three no trump if they're something like 8 to 9 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have a look at this one. It can also be used in other situations like this. West here opens one heart, and East you bid two clubs. You've got a very nice club suit. And let's suppose West supports you and bids three clubs. So looking at this from East's point of view, you've got to fit in clubs. And seems like you should have enough points for a game. But of course, you're just a little bit worried about the diamond suit here. So what you can do is to bid a suit where you have a stopper, and that's inviting your partner to bid three no trump if they have a stopper in the last suit. So you bid three spades here, and West realizes you must be looking for three no trump here. You can't suddenly want to play in spades now. And because West has got a good diamond stopper, they can bid three no trump here. And three no trump is probably going to do much better than playing five clubs, where in five clubs, even if it makes, which I think it would do here, you'll probably score better if you can play it in three no trump. It may go like this is another example. You go one heart, two clubs, three clubs, and then three spades. And now West realizes that his partner is looking for three no trump here, but he does not have a stopper in the unbid suit. Obviously, your partner is worried about the diamond suit here, and you don't have a stopper, so you can't pass three spades, so you have to go back to the minor suit. And with a minimum hand, you would just bid four clubs. And that might well end the auction. We don't like playing in four clubs, but I hope you can see that three no trump would probably do very badly if the opponents lead a diamond here. Someone's got a long diamond suit, at least 5 cards.
Donny, I probably missed it. So after three clubs, if your partner bids three spade, that I would have thought he wants to change from clubs to spade, but you are saying no, he's saying something different.
That's correct. Yes, I'm saying, so once you and your partner have agreed a minor suit, if you then bid another suit,
Yeah.
that's a game trial bid. That's saying to your partner, I've got a stopper in that suit and I'm thinking of playing in three no trump. Okay.
Tony, just a
Yeah.
quick one.
Hello.
Hello, it's Peter here. If you had three cards to the queen in diamonds, would you consider that a stopper?
Well, it's not a very good stopper. Will Yeah, I mean, the subject of what is a stopper is a difficult one. I think if I had something like Queen 10 and 3, that's a much better stopper, especially if I'm the one bidding no trump. So Queen and Queen 10 3 would be a pretty reasonable stopper. Obviously, you'd like to have a better one, but
Okay, thanks.
anyway, on this hand here, I hope you can see, you really don't want to be in 3 no trump here. If I make the east hand slightly stronger, then the bidding would be the same, but again with no stopper in diamonds, but with a few more points, you might bid 5 clubs here. 5 clubs needs typically more points, more like 27 or 28 rather than 25 or 26 for game in a major or 3 no trump. But hopefully you might get to 5 clubs as the best game here. Again, avoiding 3 no trump. Just to emphasize the point I was trying to make earlier, if you open 1 of a minor and your partner raises you to 2 of a minor, that should deny a 4-card major. It is a common mistake for responder that I see, responder to raise their partner's minor when they have a 4-card major they could bid. So when East bids 2 diamonds, they are saying, I don't have a 4-card heart or spade suit. And so when you bid 2 hearts here, because you're looking for wanting to make a game trial bid, you're not suggesting you suddenly want to play in hearts. You're looking for 3 no trump, and on this hand here, your partner would bid 2 spades, showing a stopper in spades, and now you would invite game on this hand because you've got 17 points, but East with a minimum would pass, and you'd end up with 2 no trump on this hand. So if you're in the habit of supporting your partner minor when you have another 4-card suit that you could bid, then that is a mistake, and you really shouldn't be doing that.
Tony.
Hello.
Tony, hi, Sheila here.
Hello.
In that last example, East has 7 points. Wouldn't it be pertinent not to go to the 2 level and just bid 1 no trump? 6 to 9, any old rubbish kind of thing.
Okay, so you only respond 1 no trump to 1 of a suit if you don't have another bid you can make. So here you can support your partner's diamonds, so that's
Okay.
the right bid to make. Both bids,
All
by
right.
the way, show 6 to 9 points.
Yes.
But it's more correct to support your partner's minor suit with 4-card support.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyway, I've got a few questions for you, and I'll launch these as a few polls now. So here's one to start off with. You open 1 club, your partner jumps to 3 clubs, and the poll I'm going to launch is, what should West rebid here? So here comes the poll, the results. And the overwhelming majority voted for 3 diamonds, with votes for everything else, 1 or 2 people. So if we switch back, yes, I agree with the 3 diamond bidders. You could just take a stab if you like at 3 no trump, but it'd be very embarrassing if the opponents rattle off hearts and you're down straight away. So 3 diamonds allows your partner to you sort of to show any stoppers they have. And of course, you're interested here in the heart suit. So if we switch actually to your partner, if it's gone 1 club, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, the second poll question is, what should your partner rebid here? What do you think he should rebid? And here comes the second poll. Have a look at the responses. And majority went for 3 hearts, with a number of people going for 3 no trump. And if we switch back to the show, I think 3 no trump is a better bid than 3 hearts here. You basically do have stoppers in both majors here, and really you should indicate that by bidding 3 no trump. It could work out fine to bid 3 hearts, but with stoppers in both suits, I think bid 3 no trumps there. On this particular hand, if you do bid 3 hearts, your partner will go to 3 no trump anyway, because they've got a spade stopper. But there's something to be said for just bidding 3 no trump yourself.
Tony, one question. Does it matter which the stronger hand goes dummy or the weak hand becomes a dummy?
I don't know if that matters particularly. I mean, there are considerations that the hand with the stoppers you would like to be declarer, if that makes any sense to you. So in other words, on this hand here, you don't know what the opponents are going to lead. South will lead something, and if they lead, you know, there are certain holdings where it helps for you to be declarers, like if West, if they lead a heart, for example, then it's probably better for East to be declarer. But I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about you know, trying to make the stronger hand be declarer. But although, you know, you can sort of try and think about what the opponents are going to lead based on your bidding. And I will say one of the disadvantages of this is that it does sort of pinpoint any weakness you may have, and the opponents may find a better lead because of that. Although, you know, in this particular bidding sequence, for example, it's not too revealing. You've sort of East has shown stoppers in the majors. The opponents are probably going to lead a major anyway, and they'll probably lead their stronger major. So they're probably likely to lead a heart, no matter how you bid this. Of course, what you'll find is if you just jump to 3 no trump and West plays it, they might lead something different. So it can work to your advantage or your disadvantage.
Thank you.
Let's try this one. Here it goes 1 club, 3 clubs. And I'd like you to think about what you might bid with this West hand. I've got the next poll for you. And the question is, what do you think West should bid here? Let's have a look at your responses. We've got a very close division between 3 hearts and 3 diamonds, with a few votes for 3 no trump or 5 clubs. So let's switch back and see what we think. Well, if you followed what I've been talking about so far, you might decide to just bid 3 diamonds. But there's a certain advantage in bidding 3 hearts here, because the suit you really want to find out about is spades here. So if you bid 3 diamonds, actually on this particular hand, East, with stoppers in both majors, should really bid 3 no trump. But if East didn't bid 3 no trump, if East bid, say, 3 hearts, then you as West would not know about the spade situation. So it could work out fine for you to bid 3 diamonds. Your partner with a spade stopper would bid 3 spades, or with both stoppers in both majors would bid 3 no trump. But you could bid 3 hearts here, and the idea is to get your partner to bid spades. So normally you bid the cheaper suit first, but this could be situation where you might decide to bid 3 hearts instead there. And of course, if you bid 3 hearts, your partner will bid 3 spades, and then you will happily bid 3 no trump. So you might get there either way. But if you bid 3 diamonds and your partner decides to bid 3 hearts, then it's harder for you to know whether to go on or not. And one last question, one last poll for you here. Here you open 1 diamond and your partner bids 2 diamonds. And the last poll of the evening is, what do you think West should rebid? And you've nearly all gone for 3 no trump, with 20% saying 2 no trump. And yes, I agree with the 3 no trump bidders. You've got 19 points. Your partner should have at least 6. You've got stoppers yourself in all the suits. There's no need to do any kind of game trial bid here. And with a balanced flat hand, I think 3 no trump is much better than bidding diamonds. You're too strong to bid 2 no trump, which would just be invitational, showing more like 17 points. And here, even if your partner's a pretty weak hand, say with 5 points, 3 no trump should be a pretty good contract there. So that was all I wanted to talk about. That's the game trial bid. And if there are no more questions, we'll let me just stop sharing my screen with you. And I hope you found that useful. We'll start the game in just over 10 minutes.